What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ziah from Ziah TV, back with another video. Along joining me is Judah KO, aka the Shizzy.
That's me.
That's me. Today we are doing 4 o'clock with V and RM.
Yeah.
It's going to be live because I know you guys like live, and there's not an official music video, so we're going to the live. This is kind of a follow up to the video we did yesterday where we cover the dumpling incident.
And we will be doing was it Friends? Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. So come back tomorrow for that. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, so really excited to do this really quick.
Shout out real quick.
Have a couple shout outs and then we're going to get into the video. So starting with patron shout outs, we have Frank, loyal support to your patron.
Hell yeah, Frank.
Thanks so much, Frank.
Welcome to the
Appreciate you.
team.
Yep. You are now one of the awesome individuals that are on our Patreon. So by the time you're seeing this, you will have that link to Discord. Make sure to check your Patreon inbox for that. And if you guys want to get things like access to the private Discord and some other cool perks, then go to patreon.com/ZiahTV.
Yeah.
When you're seeing this, we will be live
on twitch.tv/ZiahTV Gaming. We will be playing some video games together, and it'll be a good time.
Talking about BTS, talking about random other stuff. So after you're done watching this video, come join us over there. There'll be a link in the pinned comment as well as the description. Really hope to see you all there.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be absolutely amazing. We have merch now, so if you want to, get in on some cool merch, make sure to check that link in the description.
Down below. Yeah, go check it out.
And then use promo code ZiahTV, all caps,
10%
for
off.
10% off your order. And if you want to support us, but you don't want to do it through any monetary means, which I totally understand, then just make sure you
like this video if you like it, or dislike it if you don't like it, right? And then leave a comment down below telling us what next video we're going to do, even though we're going to do Friends tomorrow, right? So, but in the future, give us some suggestions or feedback about the video. Also, if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. It helps us out a lot.
If you like BTS
and
related content, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here.
This is the channel for it.
Yeah, exactly. The best channel for it. Without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Turn that down. We're off the bat.
깊은 밤을 따라서 너의 노랫소리가 한 걸음씩 두 걸음씩 붉은 아침을 데려가 새벽은 지나가고 저발이 잠에 들어 한 그릇에 푸른 빛이 사라져.
Alright, real quick, I just need to give a shout out to my boy RM
for singing,
coming out with that angelic voice. Like, damn, like you hardly ever hear RM sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's usually doing most of the rap, and sometimes he'll add some like kind of backup vocals and stuff like that. But you hardly ever hear him sing in the forefront. Yeah. So he has such a great voice. Like, I'm surprised he's not utilized more. And I know I know they got Jimin, they got V, they got Jungkook. You know what I mean? And they're all incredible singers already. So, it makes sense that RM, Suga, and J-Hope are going to be more focusing on the rapping and stuff like that. But, like, the boy can still sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You can't debate that,
And I love that he comes in and kind of does these... he helps with like solo projects and stuff, right? Because as a leader, he's still there to like help and like support people.
Yeah,
and I love it. I think it's really sweet.
Yeah, he is a fantastic example and model leader for sure. Absolutely. And the last thing I want to say about this before we move on is like I love the soft overall tone of this.
Yeah,
it's got like a somber, not a bad way of a somber tone, but it's got a very somber, just like more relaxed, chill vibe. The lyrics and the harmonization is very beautiful as well, and so it's very much like it sounds good, like it feels good on the ears,
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a scene in Darker Than Black, which is a really good anime if you guys haven't seen it. But there's a scene where like these cherry blossom trees are blossoming and like all the petals are falling down, right? And it's beautiful, very beautiful, and like dusk, and it's just like peaceful, and I just get that same vibe from this song.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect little thing to like have that like this song in the background for that scene.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
there's also a naked dude flying in that scene, but it doesn't matter.
Details.
오늘도 난 적당히 살아가 발맞춰 적당히 따라가 태양은 숨이 막히고 세상은 날 발급벗겨놔 난 어쩔 수 없이 별 수 없이 달빛 아래 흩어진 나를 짓고 있어 아까 유모차 우리 달의 알 새벽에 저 숨을 쉬네 Yes we're living in time at the same time 지금은 떠들도 그거는 영화처럼 이 대사처럼 달빛 속에서 본 세상이 푸른 같아
So really quick before we continue, I just want to say that like I love the imagery within the song. Like I love the idea of like the theme of like the moonlight and it being like the blue moonlight, because you know sometimes like we see the moon as having like more of like that yellowish, like kind of like cheese style moon. Moonlight. But like I feel like the blue moonlight is usually used as an artistic choice, especially when it comes to media, to represent like different things, you know what I mean? And I think to fit with the theme of this song, that idea of the blue moonlight helps you create that image in your head of like what's going on, you know? So like I really like that specific choice, even though it seems small.
Yeah, so my thought for this was like when he says like the moon child, right? It kind of takes me back to like Avatar the Airbender, you know how like so I think it's what's his name? Sokka, yeah, his girlfriend becomes the moon or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like this image of like the yin and yang, right? And like the spirit world as well, right? And I just thought it was like really cool, like this idea of him being the moon child, right? And like the moon mother, right? Like producing this child.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm completely lost. This is beautiful. I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, no, it's very, very, very enjoyable.
Yeah, it's very like somber, but even RM's like kind of like rap line, right, was very still in character of the song and very like,
it wasn't like he came out super hard or anything like he would in Mic Drop.
These motherfuckers taking my like, goddamn dumplings. Shit.
You know, he stayed on theme, and then obviously the use of imagery is something that I think BTS is just like incredibly well known for, and they do such an incredible job. And here it's no different. You know, like the imagery and like the dust. What was it? The dustless. At a dusty park, a nameless bird that sings, you know what I mean? Like, again, like, it's like, it's such a beautiful way to put it. Like,
I love this line, like, why are you crying, me and you the only ones here? I love it because it's like very much like, hey, like, if we're both happy, there's no reason to be crying, right? Like, if we can just, if we can just like take a second to embrace each other, right? Then that will kind of take away sorrows.
And overcome whatever argument, whatever dispute, whatever thing is affecting us right now, or even just one party. So, like, you know, again,
and
you're right.
With a little bit inside, we know that the reason why Jimin was crying was because he was drunk, and he was recording it. But it's still really beautiful though. If you have no context to that, right, it's still very, very much beautiful.
Yeah, that's what's awesome about it, is you don't need the context of the dumpling incident to enjoy the song.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Sorry. I think we're at 2:30 right here. I kind of love this like little back and forth they're doing, right? As well as like what is it, the I'm gonna miss it. But I love this idea because it feels like an ode to Jimin, right? Like I'm listening to the sound of your singing at night, right? That's guiding me. It sounds like this ode to Jimin, right? And it almost like you see this in like couple songs, right? Like when like one individual in the couple and the other individual in the couple are kind of like both confessing their loves to each other. And I know that
like a duet and stuff.
Yeah. I know that V and Jimin are like call themselves soulmates. Yeah, Jimin call themselves soulmates, right? And I think this is really like it's very passionate. You know what I mean?
It is. It's
I feel like kind of like dirty watching like them like confessing love to each other. It's like, hey.
I love the subtle detail of like when they start going into like the part where they're going back and forth. They both turn. To each other
they turn and face each other.
Face each other, and it's like as they're singing it to each other. I think that's like it's one of those subtle details, but it has such a huge impact.
Yeah, and like with like this imagery of like the sun and the moon, right? Like usually they're on the opposite side and they don't really see each other a lot, right? Like the sun and the moon are like kind of cursed to stay away from each other. But sometimes you will see the moon and the sun at the same time.
Solar eclipses,
lunar
eclipses.
Yeah, and like you get these really cool incidences where like they can turn and kind of see each other, right? Imagine having like that obstacle in front of you at all times, right? And you know there's something on the other side that you're like, I need, but there's that obstacle, right in front of you. You can never get around, but then you get this glimpse, and then you can like at dusk or wherever, right, where you can both be there and both be able to like face each other. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, beautifully said. I couldn't say it better myself.
Thank you. That's okay.
새벽은 지나가고 저 달이 정말 뜨면 함께했던 보는 빛이 사라져 새벽이 지나가고 저 달이 잠에 들면 함께했던 푸른 빛이
That was a teardrop, right? I believe I saw like a teardrop. I could be wrong.
Was there actually?
I think so. Go back. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. Don't do it.
And that's what's cool is, even though like the dumpling incident would seem small to some people, like, oh, they fought over food, they made up, whatever. Yeah. Like the fact that
it inspired such a beautiful emotion.
Yeah, because he cared enough about the friendship itself to not only write a whole song, or even I think the Friends was also inspired by it too.
Yeah.
But like not only to write music about it, but be truly that passionate about like the friendship itself, on top of not only making the music but then having that emotion come out, like even live on stage, you know what I mean? Like to be that vulnerable in front of like God knows how many thousands of people is just incredible.
It also reflects on the emotions he felt at that time when him and V and Jimin were making up. And like as we heard yesterday, right, the song's called 4 o'clock because that's when it happened, right? They're at a park about 4 o'clock in the morning, and at that time about 4 o'clock in the morning you will have the sun rising, you will have the moon setting, right? And going to sleep. And he created this song from all the passion in that moment, right? To create all those emotions, to then take in all the beauty of the world around him.
And just the situation in general.
And create a metaphor for his friendship with Jimin.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean...
What a beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, how many people out there do that?
Talented.
Yeah, how many people could take a simple situation like that and turn it into an absolutely amazing song? So I just think that was absolutely incredible.
Off to you.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, because I personally love that. I think that was beautiful. Something that I've always enjoyed is I love passion. Above all else, I love passion. I love when people are truly passionate about what they're doing, because it like... That's how you know it's real, right? When someone does something because they're passionate about it, whether it be YouTube or just like my barber today, I got a haircut. He's very passionate about hair, which is why I choose him as my barber, is because he legitimately cares. It's not someone doing it just because like, oh, I need money, I don't have a job, that's what I'm about. You know, I love passion. So seeing that passion, seeing the tear fall out of his eyes at the end, showing that like this truly means that much to him, even if to some people it might seem small.
Insignificant. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. That's just
beautiful,
amazing.
Beautiful piece.
Yeah. But since you did make it to this part of the video and you're watching to the end because you're a real fan and friend, then go ahead and leave this emoji down below. Really appreciate you guys for being here, and we will see you in the next one.
Yo, wanna come up, your man better step up. Matter of fact, better just watch from my checkup. Matter of fact, better just stop and flex up. Matter of fact, just know I'm finna blow up. Wait, hold up, is it too late to set the record straight?